Welcome to Dave's Garage. This is episode 10, part 2. Today I'm going to paint the Frown, and to be honest, I'm more nervous about this than anything. If I get this wrong, it's going to throw all the hard work that I've done into the armour away, because this will be the most noticeable. If this Frown is off or crooked, it's going to drive me nuts. So, hopefully I've taken enough precautions. What I did was I actually used the decal to make sure that I got the spacing and the size of the tape in the right place. You could, if you wanted to, cut out the grey pieces of the decal and use those to cover up the areas. But I want to paint mine. It's a modification I've seen done a few times and it looks really good. And if I get it right, it's going to be a nice piece to my armour. If I get it wrong, it's going to be a bloody disaster. So hopefully I've got this right. So I measured and double checked the area. Really at the end is the most important. If this space is wrong, it's going to make the whole thing look crooked and off. So the front of the kind of tip of the nose and the corner pieces are the most important. Your eye is just so accurate as a graphic designer. It's one of the greatest tools you have. You can see something if it's off in an instant without using a tape measure. So if this is off, I'm going to know straight away. So what have I done? Well, I scuffed the surface with the super fine steel wool, the 4-0. Just took off the gloss. I've taped the area. I'm going to tape, put paper and cover up the mask and then just leave this part open. I'm going to give it one light coat of primer and 2 light coats of smoke grey gloss that I have. I want to give it light coats because if you spray it too thick, it's going to be noticeable. The edge is going to be too thick and won't be as good as if it was with the decal. So I'll show you the spraying that I do and then I'll show you the unveiling and hopefully I get this right. Okay, I'm going to give it a light spray of primer. As you can see, I've masked off all the area and covered it up with paper. Now I'm going to prime the earpieces and the piece that is at the chin too. The primer's dry and I'm going to give it a nice light coat of the smoke grey. Okay, last coat on the mask. Alright, moment of truth. Did I mess it up or didn't I? I guess we'll find out. I had one light coat, one very light coat of primer, and 2 light coats of grey, because I wanted to keep the paint thickness as thin as possible, because the decals are very thin and I want it to match those pretty closely. I put a piece of blue tape on the inside to catch any overspray. I didn't want any paint in here, so I did a nice job of stopping the paint coming in. Oh. Now I don't know how much the symmetry of the helmet has caused any problems with this. It is a little off, I can see it is. On this side, the edge as it comes down into the frown, maybe just a little off. But I'm pretty happy with that. I am happy with that. I think that is pretty good. It ain't perfect, but it's pretty good. When I was spraying the mouth, I also did the ear covers, and it needs a black stripe, and I think on the decals it comes with 4 black stripes, and I guess this is so you can tell what rank the person is. Now you can either paint them on there or put on this decal. I haven't decided which yet. I guess I'll get round to that when I put them on the helmet. I also painted the piece. Still a little tacky at the moment. The piece that goes here. Also, I painted the outer casing for the aerators. Rather than use the black vinyl piece that you get with the kit, you're supposed to wrap this black vinyl piece around the aerator, and I know that's going to be tricky putting it on there. Also, I think this looks a whole lot better. There's a nicer finish with the paint than there is with the vinyl. And what I did is I gave the aerator 1 good coat of primer and then 2 coats of black gloss. And they'll go in there. As for the middle of the aerator, I've seen the center of the aerator painted silver or left stainless steel. I've seen them black. I've also seen them grey. Of course it depends if you put speakers in the aerators or not, but I'm just going to leave mine grey at the moment, put it on the helmet, see how it looks. And then later on, maybe I might change the inner colour of that, but